Hi everyone, it's Alicia at Verdium, and today I'm joined by Olivia, who is our project manager. If you have any projects with Verdium, you're going to interface with Olivia at some point in the process. She really handles everything behind the scenes. So today Olivia and I are going to be discussing our website development booster. So this is a really big thing. We do a lot of this at Verdium and we're very good at it. So Olivia, I want to first talk about what is the website development booster? And let's just kind of walk through that process.
Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, so the Web Dev Booster is our website creation package. One thing that is really different about Verdium is that we put the focus on the customer journey. So we don't just build a website to be pretty. We really want to build a website that works for you and for your customers. We want to talk to your customers just like they might be around your dining room table. So that's like really the biggest thing with our Web Dev Booster.
All right, so that starts off with a discovery meeting. Kind of walk us through the steps just briefly. We actually have another video on our website about the discovery if they want to learn a little bit more in depth. But what would that discovery maybe look like for a website development?
Yeah, discovery is super essential to website development. The reason being is because we really begin to discover who you are. The first place we'll start is through a pre-brief. That's just a survey that goes out to your entire leadership team where we're kind of able to see where the differences may be in what you guys want to do with your website. We kind of uncover all of that in the actual meeting, which is through our leadership cross-analysis. And then we go right into buyer persona development, which helps us understand who the people using your site are going to be. Throughout that, we're able to create a sitemap with you, which actually outlines all the pages that will be featured on your website. It really helps us understand what the customer journey is. And we relate directly back to the buyer personas by trying to highlight which products or services you may have that you want to promote mostly to that type of buyer.
All right, yeah, so we start off with a discovery process. You're going to come into our office, join us in our conference room, and then, once your project gets kicked off after your discovery, let's dive into the website development process a little bit more step by step, Olivia. What happens after the discovery?
So yeah, after discovery, we like to focus on content, and clients can choose to go one of two ways. They can either provide us with their own content, or we do content collection interviews. And there's a whole nother video about that, I believe. So if you want to learn more there, you can kind of dive in. But content is really where we want to focus. We want to make sure your message is right for your website, that you're actually speaking to your customers and not bragging. So the third step is template selection. We provide you with the top 5 templates that we think would work well for your business and your industry. From there, you kind of choose which one you like. If you want a more custom option, we offer the custom web design booster, which is very custom. No site's ever going to look like it. It's custom to you. So this is kind of like your design selection. After template selection, we move right into site development, which is where a developer is going to start building out your site on a staging environment, which is just a replica of what your live site will look like. It's really just your shell. There's not a lot of bells and whistles in there yet. It's really when we get into content placement, the next step, that you really start to see the site come to life. So this is where we're actually laying out your homepage with the content you provided us and really getting those inner layers kind of set. Once we get content placed, we like to enter a review and revision cycle. We typically try to keep this to 2 stages, a alpha and a beta. So we'll get all of your revisions right up front, and then that'll be your alpha revisions. And then we go into beta revisions where you approve everything from alpha, give us any of your final revisions, and then we go into our launch process.
All right, Olivia, you're also going to walk us through an example of one of our past clients that we've built a website for, and they went through this whole journey, and that is Loving Choice Senior Care. So this is a live demo, and I'm just going to turn it over to you to walk us through that site.
Thank you. Yeah, so Loving Choice Senior Care is a client of ours that went through the entire web dev process from start to finish. Starting with discovery, we really began to understand who they were, what their values were, who their market was, who they were really trying to help. their passion really shined through. And they also signed on for a content booster where we recorded videos of them for each of the pages on their site. I think it turned out really great because we clearly define who our audience is right here on the homepage and try to spell it out. Like, are you a long distance caregiver? Click here and you get to learn a little bit more about how Loving Choice Senior Care can help you. Do you want to give care? Click here. So it really just dives into each one of the audiences that they want to speak to. Here's one of the videos that we did from Content Collection featured right here on the homepage. I think that's really powerful because it keeps people on the homepage longer, and it's highlighting one of their main services, which is this caregiver education. And then just as you scroll, like, I think it clearly depicts what they do. These are the type of concierge services they offer. And I just think it really tells the story of this client. And this was a templated design, but you can kind of tell it really feels like we made it their own. You know, it has photos that speak to their audience. As you dive into each one, you get to learn a little bit more about how they can help you, how to care for a loved one with dementia. We have a nice featured image here, and it just goes into lists. It just goes into how you can actually do that and accomplish that. This client was really happy with the final result, thought the site looked really well and spoke to their target demographic. So this is just one example of our many web dev customers.
All right, Olivia, thank you so much for walking us through that website and showing us a little bit about what that process looks like for one of Verdium's real clients that we have worked with. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in finding out more about, you want to build a website similar to the one that you saw today, definitely reach out to us. Give us a call, and you can explore our website, verdium.com, to find out more about our website development as well as our other boosters. We can't wait to talk to you soon. Thank you.